Good morning. Welcome to Little's Lab. My name is Kim. I am one of our community learning specialists at Do Space, and I am coming at you from my home since we cannot do this at Do Space. And so thank you everybody for coming and joining us today. So we are in a brand new month. So we are in a brand new theme. So we have been, for our month of April, our theme or our activities that kind of all revolve around the same thing is making. It's our theme for this month is Let's Make. And so there are so many different things that you can make, right? What do you like to make? Sometimes you can make things just around your house. Sometimes you have to follow instructions to make something, which is totally fine. Like with a Lego set, you follow instructions to make something, or you can just freestyle it and make anything you want from your imagination. You can, with cooking and baking, you follow a recipe, right? Or sometimes you can experiment and see what you come up with from there. You can find things around your home and see what you can make for that. Making can be like artistic, you can make with paint and markers and crayons, or found items around your house. The possibilities are endless when it comes to making. So what do you guys like to make? Is there anything that you guys like to make at home, or maybe you like to make at school when you were in school, or with your grown-ups, with your siblings? Yeah, there's just so many different things that one can make. So we are going to be reading a story about a little boy who likes to use his imagination to make things, because sometimes you have to use your imagination to create things, right? And then we are going to be making words with one of our apps. So we're going to be working on words and letters, putting letters together to make words. So kind of a little bit, kind of a stretch of the idea of making. But yeah, so what we are going to do first though is in Little's Lab, we usually start out with our calendar. So I'm going to start us out with our calendar. I'm going to share that with you, and we are going to go to our Starfall calendar. And I really like this app, this website, because it has so many great activities, learning activities for all sorts of ages. And yeah, so we are going to get started. And so usually if we were at Do Space, we have this really big touch screen monitor or kind of touchscreen TV that I would have our kiddos come up and help me move things along. Because the cool thing about this website, Starfall, is that it's interactive in terms of touching it. So, but I want you to pretend with me. I want you to help me out. When I say, can you help me out and touch different things on your screen? You may not particularly be doing it for real. I'll be actually moving us along, but I want you to pretend that you are, and I want you to help me out. So can you guys do that for me? Should be a large white triangle in the middle of your screen. Can you touch that large white triangle in the middle of your screen for me? So this shows us our month and the year that we are in. And so who knows what that first word that you see in green is the month that we're in, and what's the very first letter that makes up our month? It's also the very first letter of our alphabet. Who knows what that letter is? If you want, you can just type it in our chat. You should be able to type in your chat. Hey, I see Rory said the letter A. That is right. That is our letter A. Does anybody know what our yeah, and Yvonne knew it was A as well. And does anybody know what our month is? Sorry, I had a moment. What our month is that starts with our letter A. Anybody know what our month is called that starts with our letter A? Ooh, Aiden raised his hand. I bet Aiden knows. I see a second hand raised. And if you want to go ahead and put it in the chat, because I can't quite see. I'm moving things around. So if you were going to say April, then you would be right. April is what our month is called that starts with our letter A. And then our year is 2020. So 2020. Perfect. Okay, so you should see that green arrow in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Can you guys touch that green arrow for me? Go ahead and touch that green arrow for me. And that is going to bring up our month of April. And just like any other month, April has 7 days of the week that repeat every week, every month, and every year. We say those 7 days all together. Let's say them all together, and let's start with Sunday. So there's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And who knows what today's day of the week is? Who knows what today's day of the week is? It starts with our letter S, and it's the very last one that we wrote it. If you know it, maybe type that in our chat. If you know it, type that in our chat. Who knows what our day of the week is? Oh, Rory said Saturday. That is right. Saturday. Today is Saturday. That is our day of the week. So can you see that little hand pointing to our Saturday? Can you guys go ahead and touch that Saturday for us? So today is Saturday. That's our day of the week. Our month is called April. And then our date today has that big purple star on it. So what is that number? Who knows when a 1 and a 1 are together? What are the 2 1s? It's 11, right? 11. I bet you it's a little bit easier to type it in when you know the numbers, right? But I bet Aiden, I bet you knew that. You told Mom that it was the number 11. That is right. Okay, can you guys go ahead and touch that green button for us one more time? And then I'm going to really need your help out with this. We need to put the Saturday where it needs to go on the days of the week, and our 11 needs to go in our month, in the right day for our month. So let's start with the Saturday. Can you guys help me put our Saturday where it needs to go? Right there, perfect. And then guys, can you help me put our 11 where it needs to go? Help me put my 11 where it needs to go. Right there, perfect. And then let's touch that green button, that green arrow one more time. Perfect. Okay, so this is our month of April. So we have a lot of fun days going on in April, right? There's so many fun days. So on Wednesday, April 1st, on our very first day of April, we had a really silly day, and it is called April Fool's Day. And that is a day where people sometimes play tricks or pranks on each other. And so you have to be really careful, because sometimes if you have maybe somebody tricky in your family, they might try and play a trick on you. So you have to be careful on April Fool's Day. So yeah, so that was on Wednesday, April 1st. And then we have some holidays coming up. So on Thursday, April 9th, just 2 days ago, we had the holiday of Passover. Does anybody celebrate Passover? Does anybody celebrate Passover? And then yesterday, on Friday, the 10th, was Good Friday. And then tomorrow is on Sunday, the 12th, is Easter. Does anybody celebrate Good Friday and Easter? That people celebrate that. And then on Wednesday, April 22nd, where the 2 and the 2, see where that earth is on the 2 and the 2? I'm trying to get in their video. There we go. On the 22nd or 22, it is Earth Day. And so that's a day that we celebrate our earth, right? Where we want to make sure we're recycling. Maybe we're planting some things outside to make our earth nice and green. We remember to turn off our water when we're brushing our teeth, that we're not leaving it on as we're brushing our teeth. We're saving water. And maybe picking up trash outside so our earth looks so nice and pretty, because we need to make sure that we take care of it, right? So that is a day that we celebrate our earth, is on April 22nd. And then on Friday, April 24th, is Ramadan. Does anybody celebrate Ramadan? Yeah. So those are some of our holidays. And fun days that we are going on in April. Now, I know everybody has a birthday, right? I have a birthday and you have a birthday. Everybody has a birthday someday in the year. But does anybody have a birthday in our month of April? I'm looking for friends that might have a birthday in our month of April. Oh, yes, we have one on the 28th. Aiden has one on the 28th. So I'm going to put a piece of cake, because we like to eat cake on our birthdays, right? Aiden, what's your favorite kind of cake? Do you have a favorite flavor cake that you like to eat on your birthday? I think my favorite type is chocolate. I love chocolate cake. So yeah, well, happy birthday on the 28th, on Tuesday, the 28th. Vanilla. Aiden says his birthday cake, he likes it to be vanilla. That's super yummy too. Absolutely. Nice. Well, excellent, friends. Well, I think we don't have any other birthdays. We are going to move on. So I am going to change it up, and I'm going to share my screen with you, and we are going to, I'm going to open up an app called Epic Books. And it is a really great app and website that you can get books on and different stories. And so the one we are going to read all together today it is called Down Here by Valerie Sherrod. And it is a story about a little boy who he kind of makes things in his imagination, and he has to convince his mom that they even if their imagination, it can be real, right? So we are going to see what our friend builds and creates to make these worlds for him. So it is called Down Here. So let's get started. Everyone is good at science. My sister is good at drawing, and our fridge is covered with her pictures. My brother Marcus is good at telling scary stories. And Mom claps and says he will be a great author someday. Do you guys think you're good at something? What are you guys good at? I am good at building. I can build anything. There's only one problem. Mom does not clap or tell me, "Nice job, Jamie." She says grouchy things like, "Goodness gracious sakes alive, look at this mess," every time. Because can making get a little bit messy? Yeah, if you're making things, it can get messy, that's for sure. But if I need to fly to the moon or take a trip to Mars, I need to build a rocket ship. And it even looks fast. Look at that. Look what he made. He made a rocket ship to go to this planet that is full of fun and interesting aliens. Look at those fun and aliens. Who put this pile of junk here? Oh my goodness. But so it looks like he's using his imagination, right? So he made his rocket ship, and his fun and interesting aliens are some of the different toys that he has. But his mom's kind of grouchy about it, right? When I want to hide, I build a secret hiding place. No one in the whole world can find me, not even Mom. But she says, "Wherever you are, you better clean up this clutter." My maze is tricky. It has turns and tunnels. Do not come in here without a guide. Look at that. It looks kind of like a maze, right? Full of all sorts of different kind of silly and scary things. And when I finally make it back to civilization, Mom is waiting. "Jamie, this place is a disaster." My roller coaster is fast and wild and scary. They make you squeeze your eyes shut and go, "Wee!" Not Mom, though. She makes a different sound. Mom's going, "Eek!" Because he made his roller coaster out of the couch and cushions and a sled and some blankets. can build a castle where night dragons and tame them to roast marshmallows. The villagers are pleased, but Mom is not. Chaos, pandemonium. Oh my goodness. Things are messy, right? You can see that he's using his imagination to use where his dragon is pretending to roast those marshmallows that he has, right? One day, excuse me, I'm going to take a drink of water real quick. One day, I decide to see for myself. I climb up on the table and look down. And would you believe it? From up there, it really is a big mess. Excuse me. So maybe it's all about perspective, right? So he thinks he is in his own different world, making some things because he's using his imagination. But it's hard for his mom to see that, right? Because she's up above and she just sees the mess. So when he stands up and looks at it from her point of view, he sees a mess as well. And that gives me an idea. I go get Mom and I say, Mom, you have to see how it looks from down here. And Mom says, here, there, what's the difference? But she bends over and looks. And when she sits down on the floor, her eyes get bigger and bigger. What do you think she sees? I ask her, now what do you think? Oops. And now I ask her, now what do you think? And Mom does not say, look at this mess. And she does not say, eek, or this place is a disaster. She smiles and hugs me very tight. And she says, you will be a great builder someday. What does she see? Does she also see the dragon and the castle and the rocket ship with the aliens and the hot air balloon? Yeah, she does. At the end, so sometimes you can build things and sometimes you have to, it's sometimes hard to make people see what you see, right? When you're using your imagination, I use my imagination differently than you use your imagination. And sometimes it's hard, but there's always a way to try and get people to see what you see, right? And Mom finally saw like what he was building was really cool. She was starting to use her imagination and that it wasn't just a mess. Perfect. Okay, friends, we are going to move on and we are going to, I have to find the app that we're going to be using. Okay, we are going to be playing with an app called Wordplay. And we are going to be helping this little robot. This little robot is going to be making some words. And we are going to help make words with our robot friend. So let's make some words with our robot friend.
Lap. I have hiccups.
Okay, so we are making the word lap. Let's make the word lap. What is the first letter that we need to put in our word lap? What is that first letter? Is it our letter L? I think so. So can you guys help me? Let's put our first
L.
Okay, so we put our L. What is our second letter? What's that second letter in our word lap? Lap. Is it our letter A? Yeah, can you guys help me put our A in the right spot?
A. La.
And then we need to make our put our last letter. What's our last letter that we need to put in our last spot? Is it our letter P? That's right, our letter P. Let's put our P.
L. A. P. Lap. Rod. Map. Excuse me.
Oh my goodness, our robot friend sneezed our letters out of place, and we need to spell out, put the word map in the right
Map
order.
is like lap, but it starts with M.
So it sounds like lap, but it starts with a different letter. So it starts with our letter M.
Map is similar to lap, but it starts with M.
M. So let's put our M in the right spot.
M.
What is our second letter? Is it our letter A?
A. M.
And then let's put our last letter. What's our last letter again, friends? Is it our letter P?
M. A. P. Map. Excellent. Nap.
Oh, now we have the nap. So lap and map and nap.
Nap is like lap and map, but it starts with
They are
N.
similar, so they rhyme. These are rhyming words. So let's put our in. What's our first letter? In. Let's put our in the right spot.
N.
And then what's our second letter? What's the second letter that's been in all of our words? Has it been our letter A?
A. N.
And then what's been our last letter that's been in all of our words? Has it been our letter P?
Nap. N. A. P. Nap. Marvelous. The map on my lap vanished during my nap.
Oh my goodness, the map on my lap vanished during my nap. So he was on a boat, right? And then it got windy and his map flew away. That was in his lap while he was sleeping. Nice job, friends. Should we make some other words? Let's see what other kind of words we can make. Okay.
Tan.
Oh my
I
goodness,
get the
he hiccuped. So we are
hiccups.
making the word tan, like the color tan. What is our very first letter that makes up our word tan? Is it our letter T? Let's put our and then
T.
what is our second letter? We saw this a lot in our first couple words. Is our letter A?
A.
And then we have our last letter. What is our last letter, friends? Tan. N. It's our letter N.
T. A. N. Tan. Well done. Can. I might be
Oh my
allergic
goodness,
to
he
something.
sneezed our can out of order. What's our first letter that we need? Is it our
Can is similar to tan, but it
It's our
starts
C,
with
right?
C.
Let's put our C in the right spot. And what's our
C.
second letter, friends? Is it our letter A? I feel like that's our feature letter today.
A.
And then what's our very last letter? Just like tan. It is N, right?
C. A. N. Can. Nice job. Ran.
Oh my
Excuse
goodness.
me.
Ran. So what is our first letter, friends, in ran?
Ran is similar to tan and can, but it starts
Is
with
it our letter
R.
R? Where's our letter R at? Should we put our letter R in the right spot? And then we
R.
need our second letter. What do you think our second letter is going to be? Second letter, it's just like in can.
Ran ends with the same letters as tan
Is it our letter
and
A?
can.
And then what's our
A,
very
ra.
last letter, friends? Is it our letter N?
R-A-N, ran. Amazing. Everybody ran when I caught an old tan tin can.
Everybody ran when I caught an old tan tin can because it was smelly, right? And then our little funny monster ate it, even though it was sticky, smelly. Nice. Well, friends, we are actually just about out of time. So again, this is our app that's called Wordplay. It's called Endless Wordplay. And there are a lot of apps in the Endless series. So there's Endless Numbers and Endless ABC, and this is Endless Wordplay. So if you are interested in continuing on, you can always download this app that's called Endless Wordplay. So I'm going to go back to me. So friends, thank you so much for joining us for Little's Lab today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping me out with our calendar and using your imagination with our book that we read today. I hope you guys can do some making as well around, it's a good time to do some making, right? And again, there's so many different types of making you can do with blocks or Legos or with paper, with kind of arts and crafts making. There are so many types of things. Outside, you can make, make things outside, make a pillow fort like our friend Jamie, and who uses imagination to use kind of pillow forts to create different things. So yeah, see what you guys can make this week. What is something fun things you can make this week? Well, you guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys can join us again. Just as a reminder, we have Little's Lab every Tuesday and Saturday at 9:30. So hopefully you guys can join us again later on. Hope you have a good day, and we will see you later.